Hey, what's going on, guys? Kitsune TCG here, back with another video, and today I thought I would do an update on a Plunder Patrol adventure deck. Obviously, I know there's a Plunder Patrol runic variant, which probably we'll do a video on eventually as well, but I also do really still like the adventure build. It's nice to have a kind of negate to be able to end on, just plus also kind of a little bit of an extender if you need it, but overall I think the deck is really fun. There's a lot you can do. I don't think this format is super dominated by any one particular deck, or any crazy inboards outside of like Manadium. I think really just Manadium. So I think a lot of other decks you are a little bit not powered down, but just not something that you can't play through. So really do still like this as a deck to be able to kind of bring as something of a rogue matchup, and I think it does have some pretty good matchups. But just kind of thought I'd go ahead and go over that. So starting with the main deck, it is fairly standard. When you are maxing out on Black Eyes, this is obviously one of your best extenders, just to be able to bring out as a free summons. Golden Hair, this is just kind of like your main tuner to get into a lot of things, plus is again just a way for you to like as a discard outlet to get another body on board. Bluebeard, really just kind of another way for you to be able to draw, plus just, again, get another guy out. You are still maxing out on Whitebeard because this is definitely the better of the two. You still want to run 2 Redbeard. It's not bad, but I mean it is still definitely not as good as going into Whitebeard. So you still definitely want to see it, but not too many of them. We are obviously maxing out on the field spell, playing 3 of those. Pretty easy to be able to get that searched out as well, but you are also running Terraform to be able to grab it as well. Booty, again, you do have like a few different ways to be able to search Plunder Patrol cards out, so this is fine at 1. I think 1 is also okay, just because now that you do have a Earth ship, the only thing you're really missing is Wind, and there's not really a good wind deck right now, so I think this is totally fine. I mean, I still think it's good to play just because you do want to obviously be able to manipulate some attributes, but you can definitely cut that and play something else. I just still like it at 1. Going into the adventure list or portion, we do have the 3 Water Enchantress, the 1 Griffin Rider. You are playing 2 right. This is a 40 card build. I don't think that you need the 3rd one. You definitely can play it if you'd like, but I mean, obviously with Water Enchantress being able to grab that from the graveyard, I don't think the 3rd is necessary. 1 Dracoback, 1 Fateful, and then just kind of going into your kind of hand traps, kind of like going second things. You've got 3 Nibiru, 3 Ash, 3 Droplet, and 2 talents. And then I'd seen this on someone else's kind of build, just running the shufflers. I mean, they're kind of nice. They do count as level 4s, so if you do have to make this your normal summon, you do have a few other ways of special summoning, so it's not the worst. But obviously their main thing is just being able to be interruption in the graveyard, whether or not you've discarded them with one of your many discard outlets, or it's been milled by Tearlament. These seem like they're going to be pretty good to be able to just have some form of interruption, against Pearly, Unchained, or any number one of the decks that just want to do anything with their graveyard. So really nice, I think, overall to have. They have some synergy with level 4, but you really don't care about that. That's really not going to ever come up. But if it does, you have the ability to summon the Medora, pitching the Keldo, but you don't want to be doing that. That'd be kind of a little bit of a bricked up hand, but if you do, it is possible. So I like the main deck overall. There's not really too much I would change. Let me just go ahead and hop over to the extra deck. Alright, and just kind of quickly going over the extra deck. Again, also, it is fairly standard for any kind of Plunder Patrol list. You are playing 2 lists. This is obviously going to be another way for you to have some form of negate or interaction. The 2 Bran, 1 Jord. I think for a while I was playing 2, but I don't think that comes up super crazy amount that you would need more than just one, so I think cutting it down to one. Obviously you have, it goes back to the extra deck as well, so I mean, just having, I think, one is totally fine. 2 Mowork. And then you've got the 3 Blackbeard. Yeah, again, just kind of rounding out, like pretty standard overall. I think the only thing is sometimes you play 2 Jord, but I think in this, 1 is totally fine. You do have the 1 Dragite just as well if you need some other form of negate. And with that, you kind of run the Toad Bahamut Shark package. Zeus, since you are running, talents, plus you do have like a few exceeds yourself, this is definitely something you can take advantage of. I mean, if you have Pearly, if they've done anything, you can just obviously steal it and then overlay into a Zeus from there just to make sure they're not getting it back. So it's handy. You could definitely change that out with anything else if you want. If you be like the one flex spot in the deck, but I like it overall. I think it is something that can come up and can be pretty useful, but not something that you're kind of required to play. And then finally, the Almirage. This is obviously just going to be something that if you have to normal summon one of the, plunders, just saying you can obviously get it to grave, so do something like Black Eyes or whatnot. But definitely just required kind of like one of there. But overall, really enjoy the deck. Obviously, it's a rogue tier at best deck, this format, but definitely think that, if you take it to like the locals or whatnot, you can be pretty successful, especially since I still think a lot of people are not familiar with the Plunder Patrol matchup. So, if you kind of get pretty good at it and you know how the deck plays, you definitely can have some success with it. But yeah, let me know down below what y'all think overall, and I will see y'all next time.